It's here. Collection week. Thankfully not bill collecting week. Something a little bit more fun. Finally, after this past month of hoarding up my digital card stock, I'm able to turn it into an card. One player who hopefully is very good. But the question is, who will he be? How good will he be? How many cards will you need? How many more rhetorical questions until we get on with the video? That was the last one. 3 was the answer if you got that right. Leave a like down below. Let me know your thoughts, your predictions for the brand new collection coming this Friday. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. That's a big part. We're getting to 80K soon. Let's get into it. We've all been there. Balls sticking to your thighs. Got to stop and do the stinky leg just to get them loose. Luckily, Manscaped is here with their new Boxers 2.0 to save the day and free the sack. What I love most about these boxes is they feature the micro modal fabric, which is known for its uber softness. About the only thing in this world softer than the Minnesota Twins rotation. But that's not all. These drawers also wick away moisture, helping keep things dry and cool down there. Which your DMs are going to be dry if you're walking around with swamp ass. So stay comfortable by wearing these. Once you toss on your boxers, you'll feel comfortable, confident, and protected. Until your balls no longer need to be protected. But you may not be wearing these garments for very long. Choose a variety pack of different sleek and fashionable designs that's going to have you reminding her, hey, eyes up here. For the best experience, make sure to use the Lawnmower 4.0 to clean things up down there. Smokey the Bear always said, only you can prevent crotch fires, reduce the friction, increase the sensitivity, the enjoyment. It's time for the ultimate undie upgrade. Toss out those old tighty-whities you got last year for Christmas and give those family jewels the treatment they deserve. And right now, you can give your wallet the treatment it deserves because you're getting 20% off your order using promo code GOMES, free shipping, and 2 free gifts. Simply a fantastic offer for a fantastic product. And thank you again to Manscaped, as always, for sponsoring the channel. So, last Friday, if you're able to read, they gave out a little teaser for what we have to come to expect on the content schedule, and a big thing at the end there. Are you collecting Legends and Flashbacks? Which, of course, is going to point to the brand new Big Boy collection. Not exactly a huge surprise. I don't think it's really coming out of the woodworks right here. We've known that this was going to be here. I was expecting the week after, the 23rd, but hey. I suppose this is about the one instance we're coming to soon is appreciated. So new collection, looking from the past of last year, perfectly matches up on the timeline. This time last year, we saw 99 Clayton Kershaw as the 3rd collection, which I think there's a good parallel to draw there from what we have to look forward to now. If you've noticed a trend this year, it's that they're really pushing hard on hitter rewards. POTM, we've seen one Lightning be a pitcher, and that's a flashback. Does it even count? It's mainly been hitters, and both the collections have been hitters. So it kind of leads me to believe that a pitcher is ensuing right here. We're going to go over a few options in just a little bit, because I think there definitely is some odds-on favorites right now. But let's quickly talk about how many cards you could expect, and some other big shit. So, we do know the brand new Team Affinity stage is Legends of the franchise, and they're housing the same card art as these bad boys that dropped at release date. Now there's 2 things that you could pull from that. 1, it means they're going to be jumbled up in the same collection as Face of the Franchise, and you're going to need more for the voucher. Or SDS is just fucking lazy. It honestly could be either one. The jury's still out. I'm not too sure. If I had to make a prediction, I would guess they're going to group this into just an I don't know, what the hell would you call it? Of the franchise. Wow, what a catchy name. But they're going to jumble it up in between the 2 of them. There's going to be 60 cards, and you're going to want these. Of course, they've been really shifting and turning a lot in valuation. They went from like 45K down to quick sell. Now they're back up to like 25, or at least the undesirables, such as Jake Cronenworth right there. I'm sure somebody who people want, like D. Will. The Airbender goes for a little cheaper because people actually picked him. So that is a big thing. I would recommend if you have these cards, don't sell them. I'm holding out on guys like Tommy Edman. 25k is not enough, but I do think they're going to combine those two if I had to make a guess, like I said. Apart from that, what else do you need to know? And then we'll try and think of a number for each collection here. Again, Jackie Robinson is so big, not just because he's a fan-fucking-tastic card, but also because this voucher is going to hold for the rest of the year. If it's like last year, which everything about MLB 22 has been exactly like MLB 21, down to a T. It's like they didn't even try to make it look different. But last year we saw it with Ohtani. It was a voucher for the rest of the year. You can expect that 99 Jackie Robinson All-Star Game card is going to be a collection voucher for this one and, you know, all the rest of the big collections throughout the remainder of MLB 22. So this one, it's cheaper right now. Juan Soto is 85. We have Giancarlo Stanton going for 50. You can skip out on either Juan Soto or J-Rod, which is going to knock off 35k from the price. There's still a lot of cards that you have no desire, like Luis Ariz. I know we like to joke. I'm the biggest Luis Ariz enjoyer there is, bar none. But even I would not spend 57 fucking thousand on this card right here. Thank Christ that my bias towards this bastard allowed me to pick him right away, so I don't have to spend exorbitant amount of stubs to get him. But it's a tough one. You can skip one voucher as always. The All-Star Game, it depends. If you've got a lot of stubs, I would say just do it, because also on Friday, with the new Team Affinity stage with Legends of the Franchise, what's been paralleled the rest of the year is whenever there's a new TA stage, 30 diamonds, 1 per team, is they put the previous choice pack. So once we had the Future Stars program, they put the Face of the Franchise pack in there. Once we had the All-Star Game, they put in the Future Stars, vice versa. Leads you to believe now with TA4, they're going to put in the TA3 cards, those All-Star ones, and they're going to take in value. So my guess would be do All-Star. Don't let this be the one you skip if you've got a lot of stubs, but wait to get these cards until Friday, because I do think they're going to drop. As far as how many you're going to need, it typically ranges to be like 80-85% of how many are currently available, with some, you know, variations. It depends, truly. But we did notice last time around with George Brett compared to Andrew McCutchen, the difference from getting Brett once that collection came out from having Brett and going up to McCutchen, it was a lot easier to do the latter. It was easier once you already had Brett done to get to McCutchen. A lot of people, even myself, I got it done the first day. I didn't do a, you know, master class of preparation work. It was just pretty easy to obtain. The requirements weren't quite as substantial. As always, something like Tops Now and monthly awards, you're probably pretty much done if you've just been playing the game. Those are basically 2 freebies that you can expect, but some other ones like Takashi. Obviously, you're going to need more. Babe Ruth is not going to be a voucher, so don't plan on that being the case. And yes, some of these cards are going for a lot more than you'd want to spend. Like Takashi, for example, there's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 23 cards currently. You needed 16 cards last time. I think they've only put in probably 4, just these last 4.99 overalls. I get a guess you're probably going to need like 20. That's probably what they're going to do. So kind of plan on that. Again, use the 80 to 85% moniker as, you know, kind of a strategy guide of what you can expect. As always, I've said this so many times, if you haven't done it, I can't really even feel bad for you. If you find a card at Quick Sell, you buy it, bar none. There's no reason not to. If you need the stubs, if you're scratching and clawing because you need to open the new headliner pack for Vinny Casilla, you can just sell the card for the quick sell value. It does not change anything. It's just, you aren't losing stubs. You still have the same amount. It's just now a liquid asset. As soon as you sell it, you get the same price out of it that you bought it for. So this is something I'd always recommend from this collection here on forward. Go here, press square, press the select button, and just look throughout the game. Let's just pretend that I don't have him here. He's going for 30k. The quick sell would be about 10,000. But you can check the marketplace trends and see, you know what, he looks to be about fair price. He's on the downslope from a few days ago. Now would be a pretty good time to buy him if you're looking at getting collections done. Adam Wainwright, he's basically quick sell value. He's just about 2K over, and 99 overall cards probably aren't going to drop that low anyway. The reason why he has tanked so much is because the card fucking sucks, but also because they practically gave him out for free in that scouting report pack. Thus, now's the perfect time to buy him because there's little to no recourse, little to no risk at buying this card at that price. There's not really much that you could lose at that point. So that's a good plan all the way around. You know, just go throughout, you know, all the cards, more or less. You'll never know when you see something for a little bit cheaper. Also, just a big one here. Whenever there's a new featured program, whenever there's a new ranked seasons, you're always going to want to just buy those cards. You know, they go for quick sell value right away. The new program cards, you can only pick 3 of the 5 henchmen. So you might as well buy the other 2 because they're going to be needed for collections. That's about as easy as it can get. And again, they're going to be right at that 10K value. So you aren't even losing stubs. Just think of it, you're putting it away in a bond that you can cash out at any time. So that's going to be big for the new collection, of course. And then otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. Again, if you kind of plan on how many you're going to need, I'll say something like Prospect, for example. They don't put any new prospect cards out. It went from 40 to 42 that you needed. I think there's, 45 cards currently? One per team, 30, 32, 36, 40, 44, 45 cards. So you're probably going to need like 43 or 44. So I'd recommend just buy it. Holy shit. This is exactly what I mean. These were the henchman cards right here, I do believe, in a few programs prior. This is why you buy the cards when you have the chance, because they're going to shoot up. They're going to go miraculously high, more than any sane human would want to pay. Unless, of course, you want a grand spanking new, really fucking good, maybe 99 Jacob deGrom, who I kind of think has got to be one of the favorites in terms of getting this collection card right here. He's a perfect candidate. Think of it. He has only gotten his Live Series Diamond to this point. He's missed a lot of time. He could get a Finest, he could get something like that. But you remember how much of a bastard this card truly was? He had the Outlier, he has 4 fucking or 3 quirks besides that, which is pretty unheard of, and they will carry. And he was just so dominant. Even, you know, late year, his per-9s are nearly maxed out. This card came out mid-July. You wonder why the game died off a little quicker last year. This deGrom would be a perfect place to put. This card should not have came out for free. That was their big mistake. You could get this card on your hands. You could have snot and drool just, you know, pouring out from your orifices. You're like 5 minutes work and you get this 99 Jacob deGrom, which was crazy. I personally think that this is a very strong likelihood, and they probably recognize, kind of like Randy Johnson, they don't want this card just to be out for everybody, because that's, you know, gonna hurt if, you know, you're facing somebody who's a little bit more novice, or, you know, just can't take the heat with the Outlier there. Justin Verlander, another strong possibility. The only reserve I have to this one is there's just too many guys with the same archetype right now. Pedro Martinez, the new Zach Gallen, the Milkman just got the same exact card, well, minus the velo, of course. Grayson Rodriguez, it's to a point where you gotta stop at some rate. You can't just keep giving out the same pitcher. Although they have done that. That's kind of been the MO for the last couple of years there with the sinker ballers, whether realistic or not. By the way, the Quarry, we finished it, Ishan and I. Really good. Very good. Extremely goofy, but it was fun. And finally, one more candidate, Roy Halladay. He had his program card, essentially a program dedicated to himself, and you know, the Phillies, I suppose. Really good card. People sleep on it to this day. If you put this card in the right hands, he's one of the best pitchers in DD. Still, after like 2-3 months after he dropped. This would be a perfect example of a collection card. You have a name that people want, and you have a very good card tied to it. So I think a starting pitcher is a high possibility. The likelihood would be my guess that it will be a starting pitcher. I can't really see at this point of the year them just dropping a reliever collection. I know they did it last year with Mariano Rivera, but that was the first one. It makes a bit more sense to ask for an asinine amount of flashback cards and a crazy amount of stubs to sync for a relief pitcher seems a little far-fetched, but, you know, I wouldn't put it past him necessarily. There's always a chance it could be a hitter, and again, there's something we have to recognize. George Brett and Andrew McCutchen have been the two collections. It's not Willie Mays, it's not Griffey, you know, it's very fun names, but not the ones that you'd probably expect. So I'm always welcome to see an outlier. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, who you want to be the big collection for this Friday. But it's going to wrap it up. Let me know about how much prep work you guys have done. Are you guys close? Do you think you can get it done day one, first week or so? And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Here comes out